Alright, here we go. Another edition with the one and only my man G5. Talk to me, baby. There's a lot to talk about with these New York Knicks.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to get off your chest, bro?
Well, I mean, Kobe disappointed in. I gotta laugh because that was funny.
What?
That Kobe's disappointed.
Disappointed in, oh, Kobe
and
being...
Julius Randle. And Julius. Why is he disappointed? He's the reason why Julius got traded.
He's the reason why Julius got traded?
Yes. You told him I don't want him here.
Okay.
So he ain't disappointed.
So what is he doing?
He knew he ain't have the Kobe Mamba mentality from the beginning.
Okay, but don't you think Kobe wanted Julius Randle to have the same work ethic that he had at one upon a time?
If he did, Kobe knew he didn't have to work ethic because he would have still been on that team. He'd have been a Laker.
The question, yeah, he would have.
He would have been a Laker. He wouldn't have went to. He wouldn't have went over there. Play with Anthony Davis.
Right.
To come to the Knicks. To develop. Now he developed. And now he's what he is. 25-10 season and 13-5 playoff. What the fuck?
You still holding on to them stats, man. Do you think...
I said 13-5 was playoffs. So that means I actually downgraded him, right? I said season-wise, yeah, he good, but playoffs, we got to check that. That's another box he got to check off.
Okay.
This year he might have a little more help. So he might not have to go so hard.
Why you say that?
For 82 games.
Why? Because of Josh Hart and all?
You got enough parts around him now where he demanded not to have the ball so much. Like he's going to be the second option this year, not the first.
So who's going to be the first option?
Brunson. Brunson's our first option. Then it's going to be Julius and then RJ.
Okay, now, wasn't Brunson the first option last season?
Not really. Not really.
So what is Jalen Brunson going to do different this upcoming season?
Than last season?
Than last season.
Hopefully give RJ the ball. Give RJ the ball.
Okay. I see where you leading up with that. I see the little smirk on your face and whatnot. Yeah. We're going to get to that with RJ, all right? We're going to get to that. But moving right along, man. How much of a help do you think adding Josh Hart, Dante, right, to the roster?
Good help, especially with Dante. Good perimeter shooter. Good defense. Josh Hart, good defense. Well, yeah, good defense. I give him that. I give him defense. He can score good 13 points a game. Number 13. So that's a good 26 coming off the bench. Plus 25, 23, 19. Yeah, that's really good. That's about 110 points a game.
Okay.
I'm just looking at it like that as, number-wise.
Now, you're speaking on defense, right?
Because we got a coach that play 8 players. So if I put 8 players and I add the 8 players' points up, it's going to equal out to about 120.
But there's more players on the roster.
I know, but we're talking about the coach that just
So wouldn't that be a
conflict of interest?
From the beginning?
Yeah.
With an 8-man rotation.
If you want to do the 8-man rotation like he normally do, like he did last season. And we know that's what he normally do. He do an 8-man rotation. So if it don't work, if it ain't broken, don't fix the type work. That's his mentality. That's why everybody say get rid of him. Because we got more enough talent to play a 10-man roster. And literally play a 10-man roster where these 10 men can actually eat. Like literally eat. Everybody can get to show their talent off with a 10-man roster. But,
So do you agree with that? When people come out saying get rid of Tom Thibodeau?
Yes, I agree. Get rid of Tom Thibodeau because he's old school. He's old school. He's playing old school basketball, bro. We gotta go to the new era. This is a whole new era. 20 years ago is 20 years ago. This is.
So how has the game changed? Let's start there. When you speak, this is a new.
Step. Actually, Europeans running the league.
Okay.
Like I can hand down say Brennan Jennings was absolutely right. The Europeans took over the NBA. They got it way better. You only going to mention LeBron James really when it comes to like a American superstar. Everywhere else is just like every other player is from another country. So yeah, your Euro and the Euros dominate the NBA.
Okay.
So the rules is changing, more Euro, and it's different.
Now, being that you're saying, or you're illustrating how the game has changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it safe to say, when we speak of old school basketball, that defense
Is out the window?
was played
Back then?
back then?
In the 90s, yeah.
Okay, so when you say that
Yeah.
the game has changed,
You had to be more bigger. You had to actually have muscles. You had to actually be strong. Because back then it was bully basketball. I say New York basketball. Like you look at pickups in New York parks and see the grittiness, the roughness, and you still play. New York still play like that. California, they still play like that. Chicago still play like that. But in the league, you ain't getting touched.
okay, so to piggyback on what the great Joe Hammond said that as much as defense is needed to win games, right?
Mm-hmm.
You must have an offensive arsenal because at the end of the game,
It's going to be needed to win the game.
Which
is an absolute point but let's say defense, right? In the NBA nowadays, they're not going to want that. Imagine if a basketball game 80, 87, like back when we loved basketball, when it was 80, 70, 80, 90 points, the most you're getting in the game. Because we was on defense. Now it's 120, 130. Let's get to 150 points. Let's try to score 300 points total. 315 total. You got box scores where it's like 315 total. So it's like, it's a big change. You have to score. So that's why you see more scoring, less defense. That's why you see more fouls when you got aggressive players playing defense. Because they want you to score. They want to see basketball. They want to see more scoring. They want to see more shots. They want to see more this. They want to see that. They want to see that. So the evolution of basketball went from gritty, hard, grimy to we got to score the most and got to be high flying. We got to shoot threes across the court. We got 3-pointer flying across the sky. Like, shit's be looking like, wow, rainbows.
So Tom Thibodeau's trying to bring that old thing back.
But he can't.
What's stopping that?
Because the basketball evolved. It evolved. It's too much. It's too much talent now.
To have a defensive mindset?
It's too much talent.
Are you telling me it's too much talent in the NBA to play defense?
They don't play defense.
No, that's not the question I asked. I asked
the NBA play defense.
No, I'm asking you, is there too much talent in the NBA to specialize in defense?
Yes.
So you telling me Tom Thibodeau defensive schemes, it's not going to work?
No.
Even if everybody was on the same page playing
Even if
defense?
the whole team was playing defense and they on the same team, it's not going to work. It won't work. It won't work. The NBA won't allow it. It's not going to work.
What you mean the NBA won't allow it? Why would the NBA interfere
what,
on a... Let's say we have 5 players, 5 starting fives.
The starting 5 is all top 5 defensive players of the year. All 5.
The NBA wouldn't allow that?
Who's going to score? Then that means your team is not going to be on TV. Your team ain't going to make no money. Your team ain't going to be nobody because they're going to be looking at it like, okay, these niggas coming to play defense. They don't want us to score. They're going to really kill us on trying to score. Like, got to look at that. So that's why you only see a handful of players. It's like top 5 defensive players of the NBA. It's only like the top 5. You never hear top 25 defensive. You never hear the top 10. You only hear the top 5 in defense because it's only that. It's only one defensive player in the year. So it's like...
Rating 100%, if you was to split offense and defense, how would you split that pot, man?
I would split the pot now, the way it looks now.
The way you think it should be. Not the way, now I'm talking about the politics in the NBA. To win games, you're a coach, man.
Back 2020, it'd be what?
50-50? Offense, 50...
60-40.
In favoring of the offensive.
Favor the offense, 60-40. Like even when I coach my young ones, 60-40. 60-40. 60-40.
60-40.
Yeah. Because see, like certain players, they come in the NBA as an offensive scorer. But they get on opportunities where teams, they can't be that offensive scorer, so they have to pick up defense. We talking about players like Pat Beverly. That was the #1 Chicago scorer in Chicago. Had to go overseas just because he knew he wasn't going to be able to make it in the NBA right away. Then when he got to the NBA, he ain't offense. That nigga came in the NBA on the defense. And that's what got him where he's at now. What, 13 years in now?
Yeah.
Still playing, still relevant, still named. Not for known for scoring, but known for his defense.
Okay. Oh, by the way, man, I caught G5 with no coffee, man. So you know, hey, this is some straight up topic, you know what I'm saying? No caffeine in him, no caffeine in me. This is straight Knicks, baby.
Straight afternoon move. See, that's the difference. We're in the afternoon right now. It's not raining. It's nice outside.
Okay.
So we're going to give y'all some good vibes today.
All right. My next question would be, you know what I'm saying? So being that you're saying that defense is out the window,
yeah,
that makes Tom Thibodeau a
Coach,
non-factor.
an irrelevant coach in the NBA. That years is numbered. I don't know how long he's going to survive in the NBA with that mindset.
Now, the Denver Nuggets, right? They
Yeah.
just won the championship.
Yeah.
That's a defensive team.
Are they really? Are they? Like, are they really? That's what we got to look at. Was it defense that really won them that championship? Or was it just they was the better team? All around, better team. That's what it was. It wasn't no defense play.
You say it wasn't no defense
There
play?
wasn't no defense in that play.
You telling me that series was all offense on both ends?
Yeah. They still managed to score over 100 points, right? They still went over 100, way over 100, right?
Okay.
With a gentleman's sweep, right? With a gentleman's sweep.
Okay.
Wasn't no defense played on LeBron James and them. They just got outplayed. They got swept. That wasn't defense that swept them. That was a tired LeBron James and team that was not willing to go the extra mile.
I'm talking about the Denver Nuggets and the series between the Nuggets and the Heat.
But that wasn't a match, man. That's an 8th seed, man. He wasn't even supposed to be there. If Giannis didn't get hurt, it wouldn't have been that. It wouldn't have been that. You got to look at it. You say there was a defensive team, but AD managed to drop 28, 30 points a game. So there wasn't no defense there. If Giannis didn't get hurt, bro, I'm telling you, it wouldn't have been no Miami and no championship. Miami ain't supposed to have been there. They got 9 motherfucking non-drafted players?
Do you think the Knicks should have been there?
No, the Knicks wasn't ready. The Knicks was the first-year team that got together, put a new player there, and we just got this. So this is all brand new to them. They just worked on the scheme. The scheme worked. They got their buzz. We made it to the second round, which I'm happy with, which everybody in the Knicks should be happy with.
The Knicks haven't been in a championship
in years. But
50 years, man.
Right, so we
50 years. And you pleased with a second round?
I'm pleased with the
pleased with the second round. You think New York is...
When was the last time we was in the playoffs?
Listen, I say
when was the last time we...
What, about 12 years?
Oh, wow.
With Melo?
Oh, wow.
Under Coach Woodson?
Oh, wow. Wow.
So we should settle for that. We should settle for being in the playoffs.
Being in the playoffs. We got there the other year. We got swept by a team that we beat the whole season. Whooped our ass. Couldn't fuck with us the whole season. When it came to the playoffs, them niggas whooped our ass. Showed us we wasn't ready. We ready, but we not there yet. We added the extra 2 pieces, then we get to the second round. Now the second round come, we wasn't ready. We had beat up players. It wasn't right. Quickly was injured. What's the name? We had 2 injured players. Then we got a coach that just got an 8-man rotation. That drives on defense, but the defense ain't what's going to win y'all the games. Because at the end of the game, it's like, okay, we did all this defense. Now who's going to score?
Put it this way. Let me retract my statement. Offense wins games. Defense save games.
Defense can save a game at the last 2 minutes at a game when it's like a 3-point. Say like, yeah, let's go. The guy got America U.S.A. eliminated this year. We just got eliminated, and it was by a 2-point game.
Yeah, 113, 111.
They couldn't even make the shot. They had 3 chances down at the basket, couldn't make the shot.
Who fumbled on that?
The whole goddamn America. The whole goddamn team. The whole team.
Elaborate, please.
You had 3 players that had the ball right under the basket and missed the shot.
Call them players out.
Again.
Call them players out.
They got the rebounds again.
They did the Charles Smith. You telling me?
I swear to God,
they did the Charles Smith.
It was like the Charles Smith all over.
They did the Cinderella. I missed the game. Was it the Cinderella under the roof?
Charles Smith Cinderella all over again. That's what was the crazy part.
Who was the Cinderella?
I don't even want to. I think it was who we been talking about lately?
Come on, man. Who lost the shoe at 12 midnight? Who lost the shoe at 12 midnight? Who was Cinderella? Talk to Nick.
It was Hart missed the shot.
Yes, not Mr. Defense.
Yeah, Mr. Defense.
Not Mr. 82 million.
Gas whooped too recently too. But yeah, he missed the shot. Then you had what's that guy from the Nets that we said that me and my boy Kev Will said he went over in the Knicks so bad?
Oh, Mikial Bridges?
Yeah, him too.
Oh, he
choked under the pressure.
He had the glass slipper on?
Yes, he had the glass slipper on. He ain't choked the last game though. The last game he did his numbers. Like he did his.
But when it all mattered.
When it all mattered, it came down to the come down. Nah, they couldn't. They couldn't do it. And that's what I'm talking about with the Knicks. All the defense we got, it don't matter about the defense. It matters about the offense. Because at the last minute, when we down 2, could take it to overtime, we can't even drop a bucket.
So we lost.
Even his other man, Barrett from Pacers, yeah, him too. Him too.
Well, he choked too?
Oh yeah, I feel they all choked. Only one that didn't choke was Anthony Edwards, and I don't know why they didn't give him the ball. Give him the ball. Why y'all down there shooting all damn well? Y'all grab it, dish it out to him. Give it to him. Give him the ball. He the only one with the confidence to actually do something, and y'all ain't do that.
So you feel that Mikial Bridges?
They all
invitation is all hype. He's not worthy of a Knicks uniform.
I mean,
is it hype?
Championship ready? No, it just proved it right there. That proved it right there. The FIBA tournament proved exactly what Brendan Jennings was saying on Gil's Arena all day long. That the Europeans is better, hands down, than us. Regardless, it proved it. It was proven. We couldn't even get bronze medal, bro. Okay? We couldn't even get bronze. We couldn't even beat Canada for a bronze medal.
Now, speaking of Canada.
Okay?
Somebody was Canada wet with the shot, not Canada dry.
It was 3. The top 3.
Talk nice to Nick.
It was the top 3.
It wasn't no Canada dry on the other end.
It wasn't Canada dry.
It was Canada wet.
It was Canada.
Somebody had that wet shot.
Between 3 players, they dropped damn near 100 points.
Talk to me. Talk, Nick. Who are the 3?
Who are the 3? Kid Gildress. Believe it or not, Darren Booker.
Hey, can I get a drum roll for the 3rd one?
R.J. Barrett,
now,
baby.
Talk to me about R.J. Barrett. And before we get to R.J. Barrett, man, could this silence the talk about having Mikial Bridges?
Over R.J.?
Yeah.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Talk to me about that before we elaborate how
they
R.J.
Say, well, my brother, my good brother, keeps saying,
Kev Williams?
Get rid of him and get Bridges over here and trade him to the Nets. So we could get Bridges. Nah. Nope. Not at all. I was agreeing at first, thinking about it. Now after what I saw that game.
That's one
night,
game.
After that one game yesterday.
Hold up. When your boy R.J. Barrett shot 1 for 8 for Canada.
It wasn't bad. That was just one game he was off through the whole tournament.
Okay, so why we can't have that same respect for Mikial Bridges?
Bridges scored. Bridges the only one that actually did his thing. Bridges and Ed was the only 2 that actually put 20 plus up on the board. But he still got his ass whooped by motherfucking RJ. He still got his ass whooped by motherfucking Kid Gildress. He still got his ass whooped by Devin Books.
You on the trial. You understand?
You understand?
Talk to me.
So it doesn't even
Talk
matter.
to me.
Hart
Talk to me.
got his ass whooped.
Oh, please talk to me about Hart. Because I ain't watched the whole...
Hart had 10 points.
Right?
About 7 rebounds.
Okay.
About 2 assists.
Who bust Hart ass, please?
RJ Barrett. I'm going to say RJ. You have 10 and you got 24? I got 24 on y'all niggas. Y'all my teammates. We wasn't talking. I told y'all this from the beginning. When we come to face each other, I'm not your friends. I'm not your teammates.
So that's the mindset, RJ Barrett?
That was his mindset. He said it. He said it. RJ said that. I'm not talking to y'all. Don't talk to me. We here to ball. I'm here to win. His mindset was different than theirs. We could be teammates. We not had both of them on the bench looking sick. Both of them on the bench. One had 11 and one had 10, my nigga. Like, that don't make no sense.
Talk to me about Jalen Brunson.
He had 11 points. What's it to talk about? He was off it in the motherfucking woodpecker pecking on the wood. He was off.
So you telling me G5?
Yeah, he was
got
off.
Me talking like can't get right when I say your name. I got to stutter to get to the 5. Yo, you telling me, sir,
man,
that this man bust Jalen Brunson ass?
Yeah, he did. RJ bust Jerry Brunson ass last night. Yes, he did. Hell yeah, they whooped their ass. They whooped America. They whooped. Listen to the man. Look, we got people in the background telling you RJ bust his ass. We got people telling y'all this. And I'm telling y'all, don't believe the hype with this RJ. RJ needs the ball more this year. And if they didn't see this in this game here, they say, oh, wait a minute, this kid, yeah.
So you telling me RJ Barrett bust Josh Hart ass?
Yes.
Like man on man.
Yes, man on man. Easy buckets. Easy buckets. And you know RJ, I'm in a hole on y'all niggas. Give me that. No stopping it. 2020. I can't.
Did you see the Euro step in RJ?
We're not even going to talk about the Euro step.
Let's talk about it. Did you see the Euro step?
Yes, because he developed it this summer. He's working with some good players this summer. Just like Quickly's working with who he's working with, they giving these guys opportunities to get new pieces to their game. That new piece that he just added, it proved that it's like they couldn't stop him. Like they couldn't stop him. Ain't like we like the last team when we lost to go to the gold championship and we only lost by 2. No, these niggas lost. Like they lost. They all was doo-doo. Like, I'm sorry. I'm starting to believe what my man told me, and it's bad. It's bad.
And which is what?
When I heard Gil Arenas sitting there saying, yo, they all F players. What the hell we doing putting the F players to play in the world champ? And I'm like, damn, that nigga's harsh, right? Everybody was on the internet harsh. Shit, that's not harsh. It's actually true. We had the best players got their ass whooped.
So you telling me that this upcoming season,
RJ need the ball more. He proved it. There should be more set plays for RJ, and all RJ got to do is stop playing that corner, come up to the key, get the ball from the key, and get to that hole. Because that's just what he was doing. It wasn't no RJ in the corner sitting there waiting for the ball. It wasn't RJ sitting there waiting for the ball at the 3-point to get the open shot. While these two play around this try to get the hole open and get to them. They need to cut that out. The ball gonna have to swing around now. Now the ball's gonna have to rotate. A lot of rotation. A lot of more rotation.
So in your eyes, RJ Barrett should be the first option.
Well, we know that's not gonna happen, but he's gonna be the second option. Because Julius is not gonna be 100% when you get back. I don't even think Julius is going to be able to play probably the first 10 games. Julius might come back in January, hopefully.
You know that for a fact, or you will send you it?
If I was Julius, I would be wanting to come back in December, January. I wouldn't rush to come back. I want to get 100%. We got enough juice on the team to not have to do that. We just got to pick up a player. But who we gonna pick up? I have no idea. We're gonna have to pick somebody up. We gotta get somebody else. We're gonna need something else. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
I gotta
between
watch
now
the
and then.
film, man, because I haven't watched.
Cause I seen some open players that's free agents right now, and I'm looking at the Knicks like, really? Y'all niggas gonna jump on that? That's crazy. That's crazy. There's players open right now that we could put in at the 2 that'll really, really do some shit. That come off the bench on some shit.
So do you see R.J. Barrett developing to be a superstar on the Knicks? Is he gradually becoming that?
You know what I see? And you're gonna laugh, but I'm starting to really think this. R.J. Barrett gets traded and go to Toronto Raptors. And the Knicks get Siakam. And let him go play in Canada. Let him do his thing. He's gonna eat over there. Now I see him over there going crazy. I see RJ going over there going retarded. Bringing Siakam. Now see, I'm thinking Siakam. That means who's got to go? Because Siakam come, you know, Julius will have to take the back seat, right? Then it'll look. That's the only way I see him. That's the only way I want him to go. I don't want him in Brooklyn because I don't want nobody from Brooklyn. Unless they're giving us Ben Simmons. Unless they're giving us Ben Simmons.
See, I gotta watch the film now because you telling me R.J. Barrett bust Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart,
yo, the stats
and Mikial Bridges.
Look, stats don't lie.
Let's go to the stats. Google's your best friend.
I'm gonna go to stats.
Google's your best friend when we talk the real talk.
Friend. Right here, it says it right here. Look. ESPN. U.S.A. team lose.
You can put this to the screen.
I can't put it on the screen, but it says they lost in the thrill-in. Brooks scored 39 points on America. Bum ass Brooks, right? The one that was talking shit about LeBron and said he couldn't score. That changed now, right? So then it says it right here, guy. USA team, right here, Canada. Brooks had 39, Gildress had 31, RJ had 23. Those are the highest 3 scorers on that team, right? That tells a lot, right? 7 rebounds. RJ had more rebounds than everybody else on the team for the game. America. Edwards had 24. That's the highest they scored in the game. Mikial Bridges had 19 points. JB had 13. And Hart had 10. You know who else? You know who really bust butt, though? Hilbert only had 6 points. Only one that did something was AR. Revis.
23 points.
You telling me from 13, his 2 teammates scored 23. That was what he scored by himself. So he ain't outwork him. He ain't outwork him. I could that if I'm wrong. But he got outworked, didn't he?
So basically, you saying put more respect on RJ's name.
Basically. That's it. Throw the respect on his name. He just proved it right there. That was a proof right there. They was waiting to play America. Canada was waiting to play America. That's all they wanted to do, was waiting for that one game. Darren Brooks, definitely. Kid Gildress, definitely. Those is 3 players that plays for Canada. And if they would have had the returning champion point guard playing, it would have been even worse. So imagine if he was there. Imagine if he didn't win just to win a championship and say, nah, I don't need to play. I'm good. That would have been another 23. So I'm not.
But the big question is, right?
What?
Are we going to see that RJ doing that for New York, man?
He already at 19, right? So he could easily drop 23 if they give him the ball more. Everybody say he's not consistent. That's his major problem, right? RJ's not consistent. We ain't giving him the real opportunity to be consistent. Like I said, JB, then him. Because we know JB's going to be the #1 player on the team.
Do you think Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson have a new respect for RJ Barrett? Like you're saying to
Yes.
yourself,
Yes.
yeah?
They had to. They had to look at that shit like, damn, this nigga just busted our ass. You had to.
If for the,
Unless they all go in there and say, well, we didn't want bronze. If it wasn't gold, we don't want nothing. And we just going in there to play because we didn't want it. You know, fuck it, we lost. We ain't going to gold. We don't want bronze. We don't want to be the third best team. So we rather just not get nothing. But I don't think that way. We talking about Steve Kerr.
do you think Tom Thibodeau got a new respect for RJ Barrett?
Yeah. Tom Thibodeau probably just want him to do the same thing, but play more defense. Because you know Tom. It's a fucking... I don't even know why you even mentioned Tom respect. Tom don't respect nobody on the Knicks.
Okay.
He don't respect none of them players
Okay.
on the Knicks.
Do you think Emmanuel Quickly is in the corner somewhere
Laughing?
laughing?
Yeah, man, you quickly laugh.
Why would Emmanuel Quickly be laughing?
Yeah, he'll be laughing.
Elaborate.
Because the two new players on the Knicks that got to the Knicks and then played in the Olympics is the two players that stopped him from getting any money. Any money. And he came in with RJ, so it's him and RJ together. It's really just him and RJ at that draft. Just him and RJ. Everybody else is from somewhere else. It's just him and RJ.
So RJ Barrett exposed Jalen Brunson.
Had to expose them real quick. Let them know, listen, I'm y'all on my team. And I need to let y'all know that I can bust y'all niggas any day of the week. Because y'all little, like, y'all not. If I could get the opportunities Canada's giving me, what Nick Nurse gave him, because Nick Nurse is the coach of Canada. So I think by that happening, and don't Nick Nurse coach Houston, right? That's who he's coaching, right?
So.
Houston, right? With Brooks, right? Because Brooks went to Houston, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, right. And then RJ's over there. So I believe Nick Nurse is going to try to get RJ over there to Houston. Because that chemistry was just, it's too much good chemistry right there between Nick Nurse, RJ, and Brooks.
All right, and that's what it is with my man G5. Let me say this right. Let me get my can't get right accident. G5 on Real Talk with Nick. Put some respect on RJ Barrett's name.
Don't ever say we want to trade RJ. And I ain't throwing shots at my brother, but my brother said throw him to the Braden block. No, keep him.
And that's what it is. We out. Peace.